Alright, let's talk about the Battlefront beta. I'm way overdue on this video. I should have done this like Friday or something, but I was going to give my first initial impressions. But now that I've played a lot more, I'm glad I waited because now I have more opinions on things and I have more grasp on like what's wrong with the game and what I like and what I don't like. So let's start with the good. I'm having tons of fun with this beta. Okay, like I noticed when I was streaming it today, I kept telling my viewers, okay, one more match. And then 20 minutes later, I'm still playing. That happened a few times. So that, to me, that shows me I'm really enjoying this game. That's huge, you know? And I love Star Wars. Star Wars is something that I grew up on, you know? I'm not like a crazy fanatic or anything like that, but I do really like Star Wars, and I can't wait for the new movie. So when I'm anticipating the movie, it's like, man, I get to play this game on this level with these kinds of graphics and just being able to like shoot stormtroopers and stuff and see Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader running around. It's just awesome. I'm really enjoying the whole atmosphere, the universe of Star Wars. They definitely got it down. Kudos to DICE for that because, I mean, you have the sound effects, you have the music, you have these characters, like I'm saying, they're running around. And you got these, you know, all the vehicles and everything, and it's just awesome. And I know like a lot of people don't like Star Wars and they're still enjoying the game, but trust me, if you do really like Star Wars, it's like it's a whole different level if you are enjoying the game. It's like you're enjoying it even more so because it's like we're finally in this universe after so long. I know there's a lot of people who, you know, played the old Battlefronts. I didn't. The games I played regarding Star Wars was like Rogue Leader. That was one of my favorites on the GameCube. One of my probably favorite games of all time. Top 20 or something. I really love that game. There's also another game. I'm thinking of the pod racing one right now. I did play that one. I rented that one. But there was another one that I really enjoyed, and I just can't remember the name right now. I think it was on the 64. So I don't know. If you guys know, let me know. I could be wrong on that. I'm pretty positive though it was the 64. But anyways, you know, I've played Star Wars games in the past, and I always felt like, yeah, this feels like Star Wars, and that was what made it so great. So I think definitely when it comes to Battlefront, like it definitely feels like Star Wars. That universe is pretty spot on. So that's great. As far as like the gameplay itself and the modes that were offered in the beta, I enjoyed the drop zone. I think that was my favorite mode of the two. The Walker Assault was just like really unbalanced at times. If I didn't have a good team, we had no chance of winning, like, because I was just trying to get everything down. You know, I was trying to figure out how to use like the vehicles and use, you know, the certain weapons that you could pick up, the imploder and all of that stuff. And at the same time, I was trying to figure out the objectives and then just trying to shoot people down because it's so wide open. So there's a lot going on. It's very, very busy. So because I haven't played it that much, yeah, it's not really my favorite mode of the two because it's just, I feel like it's overwhelming. There's just a lot going on. And like I said, if you don't have a good team, it can be brutal at times, especially if you're the rebels. It's just like almost impossible to win. I've read that DICE is working on tweaking the mode because of the imbalances. I think they're going to work on the placements of the uplinks. I'm not positive, but it seems like that's what they're kind of aiming for. I think people are complaining that it's unfair where they're positioned at in the map. I don't know. But for me, I just felt like overall it was just not balanced very much. There's something going on there that they need to fix. I just can't really put my finger on it. But yeah, something's up there. But like I said, Drop Zone, I enjoyed that mode. It's kind of like a rush type of mode if you're used to like Battlefield. But it's kind of TDM-ish. If you want to just run and gun and kill people, you can do that. And then there's the one objective, which mixes it up for me because I get bored with TDM. So if they throw that one objective on there, I'm good. I like that. So I really did enjoy Drop Zone. As far as the weapons, I know a lot of people are calling this game, they're saying it's going to be Battlefield 4 with the Star Wars skin. And for the sake of that argument, if we are calling this a Star Wars skin, it was done really damn well. Like, DICE got it down. There's a lot of differences too. Like, I noticed that the movement, yeah, it's kind of like Battlefield, but when it comes to the weapons and when it comes to, of course, the characters and the third person mode and things like that, it's very, very different. Like, it's its own game and it sets itself apart. The weapons, for example, they all have cooldowns, which I didn't think I was going to like very much, but I actually like it, and it makes it more authentic. It's like, yeah, we're shooting lasers. There should be cooldowns. Like, it just makes sense. And I feel like it kind of balances the game too, because if you have a more powerful weapon like a sniper rifle, you're going to have a longer cooldown, and it's only a one shot. So if you miss, you're going to have to switch to your other weapon and try and do work with that. And by then you might be dead already. So I feel like it's balanced in that way. I'm not sure how everyone else is feeling, but that's just my opinion. I feel like there is a lot of balance here. I don't feel like any weapon is like really overpowered or anything like that. Yeah, and as far as the vehicles, I don't do much with them because I suck. So I've only used a few, but one thing that, you know, separates this game even more from Battlefield is that you don't spawn with vehicles. You have to go kind of find them around the map and summon them in a way. And some people think that's unfair because they're not really earning these vehicles, but I mean, if you want to compare it to Battlefield, you don't really earn them there either. So I don't really know why people are saying that. I think it's fine, you know, having to go around the map. It's kind of random, especially if you're trying to become a hero, you're trying to be Darth Vader or Luke Skywalker. Those are just really random to find. I actually found one like once or twice, but I got killed in the process and I wasn't able to transform into them. So I was kind of let down. As far as, you know, trying to bring them down, I thought they were going to be hella OP, and I was, you know, kind of intimidated. I didn't even want to approach Darth Vader. I was like, no, I'm going to avoid that guy like at all costs. But if you have your team backing you up and you just kind of gang up on him, you could totally take him down. And it's kind of a thrill actually to like go after them, and even if they're on your team, I like to like follow them because I feel like the opposite team pays so much attention to the hero that I can kind of like pick them off as they're not really seeing me. So I like doing that. But other than that, I mean, it's just cool to see them on the battlefield, just running around, doing their thing, and I would love to see them just fight each other. It hasn't really happened yet. I haven't really seen that. I would definitely just let them fight. I wouldn't even try and shoot them or anything. It would just be fun to see, but that hasn't happened yet. That's pretty much it, I guess. I mean, I don't really have any big complaints when it comes to the characters, the weapons. I think it's all pretty damn good. I think it's balanced. My real complaints comes with the lag, and I don't know if it's just my internet is just not cooperating with the PS4 and the network, but for whatever reason, this beta is really laggy on the PS4 for me. When I go on the Xbox One, it's fine. There's like a couple hiccups here and there, but PS4 is real bad at times, especially when I tried to stream. It just took a dump. Like, it just went way down. The frames were dropping like crazy. I was lagging everywhere. So, I don't know. I don't know if it's just a PS4 thing. I don't know if this should really be a cause for concern, because I'm thinking like, damn, I really wanted to get this game for the PS4. I hope this is not a problem, because with Battlefield 4, there was tons of lag in that game for me when it was really broken. There was tons of rubber banding, you know, where you just feel like you can't run smooth. You keep getting pulled back, kind of like a rubber band. At least that's what I call it. So yeah, it's like, damn, I don't ever want to see that again. I never ever wanted to experience that again. And here I am with this beta, and I've seen it on the PS4 like happen a lot, and I'm just thinking, damn it, I'm kind of concerned, you know, like I'm kind of getting worried about that. As far as other concerns, there's times where my assists don't register. I'll clearly help a player out, like on my team. I'm shooting the same guy they are. They get the kill and I just get nothing. There's times where I don't even get the kill and I kind of feel like I should have. There's times where that happens. So I'm hoping that gets fixed. That could just be lag too. I mean, who knows? Maybe it doesn't even register me shooting at all. It could just be that. But it does happen more than I would like, so it has become kind of a concern for me. That's pretty much my biggest concerns, I think, when it comes to this game and the launch. I just don't want it to be broken. Some people are really concerned that there's not going to be a lot of content. I'm more concerned about the lag and it just being broken and not working fine. That's my biggest concern. But yes, content, yeah, I've thought about it, and I think, you know, with the season pass and everything, I'm kind of having my doubts. I'm thinking like, damn, they're probably going to withhold a lot of stuff for me if I don't get this thing, and I really don't want to get it. I haven't bought a season pass since Gears 3, and I refuse to do it. I just don't feel right doing it anymore. That's a lot of money just for one game. That's not even truly proven. This beta doesn't prove it much, right? We got to see the launch. We got to see how it is, and how it works, how it's balanced and everything at launch, because right now, I mean, yeah, I could praise it and all this and that, but if it's broken at launch, this freaking beta doesn't even matter. It makes it even worse, actually, because it's like, damn, you have a beta and you're still broken? Like Battlefield 4, it's like they had a beta and it worked fine for me. So it's like I gotta see this thing in action. I gotta see it really have a good launch. That's my plan. People are asking me, am I getting it day one? I want to, I really do, but I think what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna get it at midnight. I'm gonna wait till the actual day it releases and then see how it is in the morning for everybody. I'm gonna, you know, go through Twitter, go through YouTube and everything. If it's broken for people, then I'm gonna hold back. But if it's working pretty good and nobody's really complaining too much, then yeah, I'll go out that night or that evening, whatever, and I'll go get it. So that's kind of my plan as far as buying the game. As far as anything else regarding the beta, like I said, I'm having a lot of fun with it, but I do have my concerns, and it's more so about the performance. It doesn't have too much to do with the content, because I think I mentioned this. 17 maps is a lot for me. I think that's good. I'm just hoping they don't force it upon me like I'm gonna suffer if I don't get that season pass. I'm having fun just with these 2 maps right now, so I'm pretty content. I'm pretty easy to please. As long as I like the game and I'm enjoying the gameplay, I'm cool with it. Like I'll spend some hours, I'll have fun with it, and I'll get my money's worth. That's just me though. Everybody's different and stuff, so I just figured I'd make this video, kind of let you guys know where I'm at with the game and the beta, and it's still 1 more day left. They actually extended it, so I'm probably going to get some more games in, get some more footage and stuff like that. So yeah, thanks you guys for watching. If you've played the beta, let me know what you think about it. It's a total mixed bag right now. There's a lot of people with so many different opinions. Like there's people saying it's fun, but it's not fun, and whatever that means. And then you have other people who love Star Wars, but they hate this beta. And then on the opposite end, you have people who have never seen a movie before, never seen Star Wars, and they love the beta. So it's like everybody's everywhere right now. For me, I loved Star Wars, and I do like the beta a lot. So that's where I'm at, and that's it. So thanks for watching again, you guys. I will see you in the next video. Peace.